Hi, I'm Kate, and in this first live video that I'm a little bit nervous about, we are going to be talking about 3 ways to practice being present today or tomorrow if you don't get a chance to do it today, but I want you to practice some of these things. So I'd love to know who I'm talking to, so please put your name in the comments, and I guess it pops up as I'm doing this and I'll get to talk to you. I think that's how it works. So first, the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because driving my kids to school this morning, we were talking about cell phones and why the boys can't have cell phones at camp. They thought that was just a silly rule. And we talked about some of the reasons. What would they be doing if they had cell phones at camp? And they said, well, we'd be on them. And if they're on their cell phones at camp, then they're not going to be present in the moment. They will be missing the activities and the relationships that they could be connected in that moment at camp. So I thought, well, that's something I want to start talking to you about today. So the very first thing you can do to practice being present with your children starts with mindfulness in an everyday task like showering. So, and I have some notes here so I can remember them all. So whether you're showering yourself or whether you have a little one and you're bathing your little one, you can just start by saying something and being aware in your mind of, okay, now I'm putting the soap on your back, and doesn't that feel slippery? And oh, that's smooth, and look at all these bubbles. So instead of washing your kids or washing your own hair, washing yourself, and thinking about, okay, what am I going to make for dinner? And okay, after bath time is bedtime, and I really hope that they go to bed on time. Just be in the moment. Wow, this is how the soap feels. Oh, how clean we feel now that all that dirt is washed off of us. Sometimes for me, when I'm scrubbing my head, it just feels so good to get into your scalp and just the sensations on your head. So that's something you can do when you're in the shower or when you're bathing your little one. Just be in the moment with them, talking about how it feels and actually experiencing how that feels. So that's number 1. Number 2 way that you can practice being mindful, being present with your kids is by being present with yourself when you're cleaning. I don't know about you, but I actually like to clean. However, when I'm vacuuming, oftentimes, my mind is on, okay, first I'm going to vacuum this, and then, oh, look, there's some dust over there, and I need to wipe that off. Instead, when you're vacuuming, think about the way your body moves and turns with the vacuum. If you're sweeping, think about the way your arms are moving and what muscles are being used when you're doing that. This way you're present in that moment. And then the third way is when you're eating. This is a big one for me anyhow, because I like to do many things at once. And what research is showing is that really you can only do one thing at a time, and your brain switches back and forth very quickly. So when you're eating, try not to, at least while you're practicing this so you can be present with your kids, when you're eating, just eat. Don't eat and read. Don't eat and be on your phone. Don't eat and listen to music even. Just eat. Think about the food that you're tasting. When was the last time you tasted food? We just eat it to move on to the next thing. Think about how it feels in your mouth. Maybe the temperature, is it cold? Is it hot? Is it crunchy? Is it chewy? Think about the way that it tastes. And so many of us are trying to eat healthier and be healthier by the foods that we're putting into our body. And we would eat a lot less and eat a lot healthier if we could just be present in the moment, be mindful, and think about what it is we're actually eating in the moment. So those are 3 ways, while you're showering, while you're eating, and while you're cleaning, that you can practice being in that moment so that when you're with your children, you can practice being with them. Instead of talking to them and checking your email, instead of talking to them and thinking about what's for dinner tonight. So I think that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me for my first live. I think we ended up being under 5 minutes. And again, my name's Kate, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. Okay, have a great day.